Have you ever wondered about the origins of the money sitting in your bank account? It's not just a recent invention. It's the product of thousands of years of human ingenuity, trust, and trade. Let's embark on a journey through time to uncover the fascinating history of banking. Our story begins in the cradle of civilization, ancient Mesopotamia, around 2000 BCE. Long before coins were minted, farmers deposited their grain in temples for safekeeping. These temples, acting as the earliest banks, issued clay tablets as receipts for these deposits. This system allowed people to trade these receipts instead of carrying heavy sacks of grain, marking the first steps toward a credit system. In ancient Greece and Rome, moneylenders set up shop in public forums, offering loans and exchanging different currencies for merchants traveling along vast trade routes. They laid the groundwork for a more formal financial structure, establishing principles of interest and lending that we still recognize today. As the Roman Empire fell, trade routes shifted and Europe entered the Middle Ages. It was in Renaissance Italy that banking truly began to take its modern shape. Powerful merchant families like the Medici in Florence established banks that financed kings, popes, and burgeoning international trade. They introduced innovations like the Bill of Exchange, a document that allowed a merchant to pay a debt in another city without physically transporting gold. This period also gave us the word bank, derived from the Italian word banca, which referred to the benches money changers used in the marketplace. The dawn of the modern era saw the formalization of these practices. In the 17th century, the first national banks were established, such as the Sveriges Riksbank in Sweden and the Bank of England. These institutions were created to stabilize the economy, manage national debt, and issue standardized paper currency, backed by the government's promise of its value. This transition from private family banks to state-sponsored institutions provided a new level of trust and stability, creating the structured financial systems that would fuel the coming industrial age and global exploration. With the advent of the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries, the demand for capital exploded. Banks became the engine of progress, funding the construction of factories, railways, and canals that connected the world like never before. As empires expanded, so did banking networks, with institutions establishing branches across continents to facilitate international trade and investment. This era of global expansion cemented banking's role as a cornerstone of the modern world economy, shaping the flow of wealth and power across nations. Today, we stand at the precipice of another financial revolution. The brick-and-mortar bank is being transformed by the digital age. From online banking and mobile payments to the rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and the development of sophisticated financial technology, or fintech, the very concept of money is evolving. This digital frontier promises greater accessibility, speed, and efficiency, but also brings new challenges and questions about security and regulation. The next chapter in the history of banking is being written right now, in lines of code and digital transactions. From clay tablets in ancient temples to the digital wallets on our smartphones, the history of banking is a mirror reflecting our own journey of innovation and connection. It's a story of how we learn to trust each other over vast distances and across centuries, building a global system that powers our world. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: the way we manage, move, and think about money will continue to evolve, shaping the world of tomorrow.